Hi, and welcome to Strictly Salina. I'm your host, Carol Bell, filling in for Ann Knowles. Strictly Salina is a program that highlights nonprofit organizations in our area. If you would like to be on Strictly Salina, please give us a call at 785-823-2500. Again, that's 823-2500. Our first guest today is Sharon McMichael with the Kansas Workforce Center. So Sharon, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Carol. It's wonderful to be here.
We're glad to have you. So tell me a little bit about what you do at the workforce.
What don't I do? And what don't my partners do? Primarily, we work to help job seekers connect with resources to help them connect with their next employer. Not just any employer, but the right employer.
Okay, good. So if somebody is looking for a job, they come to you, they come to the office, or how do you help them?
Yes, we are located on the corner of 10th and Ash here in Salina, just across the street and down a little bit. And the Workforce Center has been in that location for many, many years. Initially, the unemployment folks used to be housed in that same office, so a lot of people think of it as the unemployment office, but it is really the employment office or the job service center. Kansas Works is the sign that's on the side of the building. When they come into the Workforce Center, and sometimes people are still working, looking for something different. Maybe they're looking for part-time work, or they have been laid off or separated from their employer for whatever reason. We can start from the very beginning with them, helping them with job search, doing interview prep or mock interviews, helping them with their resume, helping them to utilize the resources that are out there to connect with that employer.
That's amazing. It probably is hard for some people to come in there and maybe they've been at a job for 30 years and they have to go out into the world again, and maybe they don't have a resume. So do you help them do that, or do you kind of show them what to do?
We sure do. And it is very difficult for some people. For most of us, we do identify who we are with what we do. And for those individuals who have been maybe with only one or two employers, their work life, it is very difficult. They go through a lot of different emotions. And so we can kind of help them get grounded a little bit. We do offer what we call job search workshops. It's a 3-hour workshop that we offer twice a month. Doesn't cost anything except some time to attend, where we talk about getting into that routine and staying in that routine for job search, the online applications, how to do that search, resumes, cover letters, interviewing, all the things that are involved with connecting with that next employer.
That's very good. I would imagine it's very overwhelming if you're not consistently doing it, because I know when I think of, oh, I need to update my resume, not that I do, but if I think that way, it kind of stresses me out. So that's good that you guys have that service that you offer.
Right, and we get all sorts of information from a lot of different people, well-meaning family and friends, even Workforce Center staff. Because there are so many variables, it is very subjective. Mm-hmm. Resumes are something that there is no right or wrong. It's a matter of making sure that the information is available to the person you give it to help them find the information you want them to find about you, that connects you and your skills with the job that you're applying for.
Well, good. Do you guys have any upcoming events, like any job fairs, or how does that?
We do have job fairs, and one of my partners is really great at coordinating mini job fairs where we just have 2 or 3 employers that come into the Workforce Center. Folks can, most of the time, do like an online application. Some even have paper applications still. And they can actually sit and talk with an employer. It's a time to get that face-to-face with that employer, to get some questions answered that I might have about the job or the hours or any kind of other opportunities that might happen, what kind of requirements or expectations that employer might have, what the job is really like. Mm-hmm. And so it's really nice because with all the internet and everything, There is a disconnect anymore between people and the job seeker and the employer. Most of the time, that first impression comes through an online application or submission of your resume through email. And so it's a piece of paper that is giving that first impression of you.
And if you don't pass that, then you're not going to get called in for an interview.
Right.
So.
And one thing I tell people in the workshops that I facilitate is absolutely no typos are allowed. You are not texting.
Right.
So make sure everything is capitalized, grammar is correct, and
that's probably difficult for the younger generation, the millennials.
It is.
I know we've gotten some things here that had, the shortcuts, you are for your, and it's like,
no capitalization or anything. And the one thing about job search and resumes and applications is it ain't a race.
Yeah.
There's no big hurry to get it done. Because if you don't get it done right and you have to go back and redo it, you didn't save any time. And so making that first impression, and if you say some of your talents are attention to detail, and I guarantee you there's an extra space or there's miscapitalization, that is just going to jump out on the paper to whoever's looking at it, and they're going to go, Sharon said she had attention to detail, but she missed a typo here.
Right.
Is that going to happen on the job?
Right, exactly. So what else can you tell us about the Kansas Works?
Well, at the Workforce Center, we have a lot of resources available. We have computer stations available for individuals to go online to do job search, to come in and check their email. For a lot of folks who might be out of work or have been out of work or maybe receiving unemployment benefits, internet might have been one of the first things that they lost or that they decided that they can live without for a while. And so we do have those computers available for them to come in and utilize. Some application processes for employers are pretty complicated. I mean, there's step-by-step instruction. And for a lot of employers, that is one of the first screenings. If you don't follow the instructions or you can't follow the directions, how are you going to be on the job?
Right. Aside from people coming in, do you guys do anything in the community, like to help the community besides people actually walking in the door and needing your assistance?
We do go out to schools. Like I said, I have a couple of partners, Jill and Tammy, are two of my commerce partners that work at the Workforce Center. And we do go out and do workshops, sometimes job search workshops in schools. For different organizations. We go out and we talk with employers one-on-one to help them understand better how to utilize our service to connect with the people that they need to connect with or that they're looking at least to interview to fill those positions.
Yeah. So as an employer, if there's an employer out there watching and you are looking for help, what would be the first step they would do?
Call me.
Yay.
Call me. 827-0385. I can look to see if you have an employer account set up. We can get your job posted. We can help the job seekers understand better what your requirements are, how to contact you. We also have at the Workforce Center a conference room that some employers can utilize to do those interviews, to set those up. We have a staffing agency from out of town who is working with one of the employers here to fill some positions, and they come to the Workforce Center twice a week and set up those in-person interviews with applicants to do that screening.
Very good. So it's, you guys make the applicant feel very comfortable, it sounds like.
I hope so. I hope so. It's one of those things that a lot of us have been in the position they're in, and so we know what it's like on that side. And so we want to make sure that we can help them stay focused, maybe be prepared for some of the emotions that they're going to be going through, because it is very difficult. Yeah. Most of our lives revolve around our finances, and when there's been a change or a drastic change in that, it can affect everything. And so we want to be that resource that they can come to get direction, to find out what it is employers are looking for. Yeah. We offer mock interviews and, like I said, interview prep sessions for those individuals who have been working for years, have a great work history but a very narrow field of skills maybe, and we can help them utilize or look at other potential types of work where that skill can be used.
Yeah, maybe they haven't even thought that route. But
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
very good,
yes.
very good. Well, how would we get a hold of you if we need to call you?
You can come into the Workforce Center 8 to 5 Monday through Friday except major holidays.
And where are you located?
We're located on the corner of 10th and Ash, 203 North 10th, right across from the big tank on the south side of Memorial Hall. Or you can call 827-0385 and get direction. A lot of folks don't even need to come in. We do some things with them over the phone, accessing their account or helping them set that up. A lot of times people will call and I'll say, email me your resume, you know, and I know that's hard sometimes getting, you know, that technology in there, but that
Do
way.
you have a website that they
Yes,
would
we
visit?
do. Our website is kansasworks.com, and that's the website that job seekers can utilize to set up an account, to create and post their resume, and to also do job search.
Very good, very good. Well, Sharon, thank you so much for
Are we
coming.
done
We are
already?
done.
Oh my
Unless you have
gosh, that was
anything else
so
you would like to
fast. Oh, I have
add.
a lot. No, one other thing that I would like to add is we do have the opportunity to fax things to the unemployment office for people.
Okay.
Because a lot of times they get forms in the mail that they need to fill out and get back to unemployment, and so we can fax that to them at absolutely no charge. The only thing that I ask fee-wise is that when somebody gets a job, just let me know.
Oh,
Because
that's
I'm nosy and I just want to know that they got that job they were looking
Yeah, absolutely. So you're very invested in
So-
it. Yeah,
for. Yes, a little nosy.
that's okay. Well, Sharon, thank you again.
Thank you, Carol. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.